I've been on a self-imposed book buying ban since the start of the year, but it's finally over, so you know how to go out and buy some secondhand books. So let's do my first book haul of 2026. First up, we've got two books I bought off of Vinted. So this was before I even went out book shopping yesterday, and that was because I needed the next book in the Discworld series, which is Small Gods, which I've started today, and it's really good so far. And then the other one, The Fifth Elephant, I got because the seller had this one as well, and you have to pay for the shipping on Vinted, so it's just makes sense to get them both, and I didn't have The Fifth Elephant, so that's two more for the Discworld collection. Continuing on that theme, I was at Books at the Botanics yesterday, which is a secondhand book fair in the Botanical Gardens in Glasgow. Well worth a look if you are in the area, that you can get a really wide variety of books there. But most importantly, they had a few Discworld novels, so you know how to plug the gaps in my collection from what I could find. So there was Eric there, which I have read already, but I had to read it on the Kindle, because at the time I just couldn't get my hands on a copy. So very happy to get this one on the shelf finally. And then there was also Masquerade, which I think is coming up in the future. I'm not actually sure where in the order this one is. But yeah, that's 4 more Discworld novels to the collection. I will get each and every one of them, as well as read them all. And then the third book I got whilst I was there is Dubliners by James Joyce, which is a classic I've had my eye on for a while. I actually bought a copy of this as a part of a bundle on Vinted a few months ago, but the parcel ripped, and this was the only book that fell out, which was quite sad. So I was really happy to see this whilst I was there. Last but not least, I was in a charity shop and I found Dark Age by Pierce Brown, an absolute hefty book, which is a bit weird because I think this is book 5 of the series, and I've not read book 1. I've got Red Rising on the shelf and I will be starting it shortly, but this is literally brand new. Like this spine is not cracked. This has not been read. Got it for £4, so I couldn't say no. If I read Red Rising and I hate it, then I'll sell it on or give it to charity, but that was a bargain I just couldn't pass up. So these are books in my recent haul. I'm very excited to be buying books again. I'll try and pace myself and not get too excited, but what about you? Have you been buying books recently? What have you bought? Let me know.